Now at 9, Mickey Mouse fights back as Disney files suit against Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Tonight, what they claim he's doing to the company. Good evening, I'm Pat Harvey.
And I'm Juan Fernandez. The battle between Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and the Walt Disney Company is heating up tonight.
Yes, the two have been locked in a power struggle for more than a year now, but that fighting has now moved to the courts. Disney filed a lawsuit against the governor, claiming government retaliation. And KCAL News' Laurie Perez is live tonight from Walt Disney World headquarters in Burbank with more on the case and the potential fallout. Laurie?
Yeah, Pat and Juan, both the governor and Disney really took things up a notch today, doubling down on their claims about each other. And experts say this is complicated because there are political and economic implications as this feud becomes a legal battle.
We will never, ever surrender to the woke mob.
Governor Ron DeSantis has not been shy about what he calls Disney's ideological agenda.
Florida is where woke goes to die.
But woke, it seems, is not going down without a fight. Disney has filed a federal lawsuit against DeSantis, saying he's harming the company's business operations. The lawsuit stating there is no room for disagreement about what happened here. Disney expressed its opinion on state legislation and was then punished by the state for doing so. The company reportedly filed the lawsuit just moments after state officials appointed by DeSantis voided a development deal involving the Florida park.
The crux of the First Amendment is that we're worried government officials are going to want to censor people for criticizing them. So I think what Disney lays out here is a compelling case for the idea that Florida and DeSantis and others, in fact, are taking actions to retaliate against them based on things that they said.
What Disney said and the root of the feud was critical of the so-called Don't Say Gay state law, banning discussion of sexual orientation or gender identity in primary schools. And what DeSantis has since said, after he and Florida's Republican legislature began stripping Disney's governing authority over the theme park district, is things like this.
Someone even said, maybe you need another state prison. Who knows?
For 50 years, Disney has had control over the land around its Central Florida theme parks. But DeSantis has said that's no longer in the public interest. The governor's office tweeted this statement after the filing, saying, "We are unaware of any legal right that a company has to operate its own government or maintain special privileges not held by other businesses in the state." This lawsuit is yet another unfortunate example of their hope to undermine the will of the Florida voters and operate outside the bounds of the law. Economist Christopher Thornburg.
What we're doing here is we're unfortunately conflating economic with these morality issues, if you will, because Ron DeSantis went after Disney on the basis of the fact that they said some things he didn't like, and he tried to strip them of certain rights they have and how they operate in the Florida economy they've had for many, many years.
He says companies are hyper aware of being canceled, and Disney could face blowback from would-be visitors who are DeSantis supporters.
We draw these lines in the sand from a consumer culture standpoint, and these companies are finding themselves in really treacherous waters.
But from a business standpoint, he sees why Disney had to stand up for itself, perhaps unintentionally in doing so, raising the profile of the potential Republican presidential candidate.
I think for DeSantis, at least for the Republican primary, the more we talk about him and his stance on social issues and the more his national profile is raised, probably the better. Now, I don't know that this is a winning argument for him and a winning issue for him in the general election, but he's just looking to the primary right now.
And the Disney lawsuit asks a federal judge to void the governor's takeover of the theme park district. We are live in Burbank tonight. I'm Laurie Perez, KCAL News. Back to you.
All right, Laurie, thank you.